paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rainbow Warriors will put it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ashley. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looking for space, it's Turner. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
To the ground with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield, and he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Vance. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Nevada. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. 3rd down after the run. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking downfield, it's Vance. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without touchdown. Wolfpack fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try.
He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Vance. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Safe completion on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Floyd. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on second and short. Looking to pass. It's Vance. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Davis will throw. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in on the right. Running free. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Creates a little space. Oh, a lot of space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me. And you
wide open spaces. Lots of running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move, it's Turner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Catch in the middle, it's Henry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Wolfpack will get the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This Nevada offense really has it going. They'll give it to him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They've got the screen set up. It's a seam wide open. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Nevada needs to convert on third and short to keep the drive alive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up.
Turning on the Jets. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Back to throw. It's Vance. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away. On the run deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback may change this route. Davis looking to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown Warriors! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Davis will throw. Release to the back. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hands, it's Woods. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Now, that was a blitz for the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run cleanly.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Quarterback making adjustments. Davis looking to pass. Going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They're setting up the screen. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Vance. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Nevada. Once he got some room, it was over. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
He will not get there. Stopped on the two-point conversion try, and they still trail by 1 here in the 4th. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Davis will throw. Unloads it downfield. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the single back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Woods. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Vance. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nevada! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in, and he's backed up deep in his own territory. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the 4th quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He wants to throw. They reached into the bag of tricks on 3rd down, and it did not work.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Vance. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Vance. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air on first down. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nevada. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going up top here late in the game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll send the back in motion. Davis looking to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Rainbow Warriors, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pressure coming. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Dances away. He makes a grab. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success.